You're saying it you're saying it with the long R. You said, I will find you, nigga. Nigga.
Hey guys, it's Sportspective
And it's Skayzzz.
and welcome back to the ISL Paradox podcast. Today, we are going to speak about someone who's famously known for joining super teams that do not work. So I don't want to hear anyone mention LeBron James on this list.
Cupcake.
Cupcake is a really good name to use. Skinny legs, hair cooked.
The guy
badly.
that carried Curry.
Yeah, no. The guy that needed a 73-9 Warriors team to win a ring.
Oh.
A guy who demanded out of Golden State to go to Brooklyn to team up with Kyrie Irving.
Damn.
And then James Harden.
Damn.
And then demand to leave that team.
Yep.
Go to the Phoenix Buns.
Like Kevin Durant.
Fine to me.
Really? He looks fine to you?
Go play. Mommy's got some things for Daddy to do.
Famously known as Kevin Durant. He is on the trading block because apparently, surprise, surprise, he doesn't want to be a part of the team anymore. So, Shams posted as of today that they're sorting through trade options. The teams that are interested are mainly featuring the Houston Rockets, San Antonio Spurs, Minnesota Timberwolves, Miami Heat, God knows why, and the New York Knicks.
You like the beaches
Skayzzz.
and the fine shits.
I guess, I don't know, but Skayzzz,
It's a good reason.
talk us through this. Let us know what are we thinking about this Kevin Durant request out. Are we surprised?
Listen. I don't think, listen, if you're surprised that Kevin Durant wants to leave a team that's not working for him in the moment, you haven't been watching basketball in the last 10 years, bro. I'm sorry. That's his whole mantra, bro.
That's who he is.
What is it called? OKC doesn't work. He gets beaten by the Warriors. He goes
Beat
to the
up
Warriors.
3-1.
Draymond yells at him a little too much. He goes to Brooklyn. Kyrie starts complaining about vaccination, and James Harden wants out and can't play with Kevin Durant. He wants out. And then he goes on the Suns. And surprise, surprise, the franchise player Devin Booker wasn't enough for him. If I'm Kevin Durant, you just saw
You had a better version of Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal and literally Kyrie. I think it's just him playing with his friends and hoping that's gonna win a championship without.
It hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. Let's just lock into this real quick for a second. So I'm being honest with you. If you're Houston, I'll go team by team.
Yeah.
If you're Houston, do you want Kevin Durant? If you are a main guy in Houston, the GM, do you want Kevin Durant? Yes or no?
No.
Let's go to the next team. San Antonio, you're GM of San Antonio. Do you want Kevin Durant?
No.
Minnesota, do you want Kevin Durant?
Maybe.
Okay, maybe. Miami Heat, do you want Kevin Durant?
Hell no.
And New York, do you want Kevin Durant?
Oh shit, probably. Knowing New York, they see, bro.
Saying that you want a player is a little bit easier than it actually tends to be.
Yeah.
Especially with this whole salary cap, second apron nonsense that's been happening in the NBA that's coming next year.
Celtics got that shit.
They got it. All right. So you got to match salaries. Let's start off with Houston.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
I don't know. This is your first time making the playoffs since James Harden's departure. Okay,
Yeah.
So you have a very, very young team. A lot of talent, for sure. You have a really good coach.
Oh my god, yeah.
He might have done some things outside of the NBA courts. He lost his opportunity with Nia Long.
Oh my god.
Before.
He
Fine
fumbled.
shit back in the day. But okay.
Let's look at the teams that are in the West right now. One team I'd look up to is OKC. They were literally you guys a couple years ago. They literally stayed true to their team. They kept their picks. They kept their young guys. They signed key guys. And they signed key guys in free agency. Not anything crazy.
I think the smartest thing they traded Josh Kiddey under 16, for a great player.
Tremendous trade for both actually.
It works for the Bulls. He was
really good this year.
He was really good.
But just
on and off the court.
That's what Houston. I don't know about that, but that's what Houston needs to do. Kevin Durant will start the growth of these young stars.
Yup.
So I don't understand.
Because he'll make it about him. He'll make it about him.
Exactly.
And I don't respect LeBron at all. I want to keep that very certain.
No, we know.
But But he will do something where, at least now, where he said something about Luca, where Luca's career does not revolve around LeBron James.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If it was the same thing with Kevin Durant and Luca, I promise you, Kevin Durant would be like, "Listen, you're staying on this team
Yeah,
until your legs go out."
yeah. Like you're staying here until I'm done. Yeah, trade package for Houston.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it personally, but if we had to, our jobs are on the line.
Okay. Well, fire me, but okay. Atari Eason, I
Okay.
think. And it's going off my head. I don't know how it's gonna work for salary. They're gonna want Emmett Thompson, and I'm not gonna give him Emmett
I promise you,
Thompson.
I'm
I'm not.
I promise
I'd rather
you,
shoot myself in the foot, bro.
I'm not hanging up. I'm hanging up the phone. I'm not staying on the call.
The minute they say, yeah, it's over, bro.
I'm hanging up. I'm not staying on the call. But I think that it's possible
You think they might want
that we
Green?
see. Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that, or I could see Sengun.
No, I would not give him Sangoon, bro. I think my untouchables would be in Sangoon and in at least for the Suns, Sangoon and Amen Eason.
A possible. I think I'd do Jabari Smith instead of Eason
Yeah,
because I believe Jabari Smith makes more than Eason. So
but
salary
I thought
wise,
I don't know.
I think Eason's better.
He has
But
more of an
but
upside.
but I mean, I'd do everything to keep Eason. And salary wise, I think it makes more sense to match
And
it up. I think you could give up.
defensively he's beautiful. Defensively,
You
he's
could
just
give up. I think you give up maybe like Jock Landale. I think I'd be the most comfortable, even though I wouldn't personally do it. I think I'd be the most comfortable with Jalen Green, Jabari Smith, Jock Landale, or maybe Fred VanVleet. Like I maybe that's what I'd be the most
I'd be
comfortable
comfortable
with.
with Fred because you're taking off.
But Fred is
Fred's gonna want a
older
bag.
now. Like
Fred's gonna want a bag, bro.
yeah, I know he wants a bag.
He's gonna want a bag. Like he's gonna want a lot because like
Well, he's on a player. He's on a
option?
team option, I think.
Okay.
He's on a team option, so they haven't extended it yet. Like they pushed the team option back a little bit.
Because really think about it, like bro, when Fred VanVleet got signed, how old was he? He was like late 20s, early 30s, and he was coming off of like 2020 playoff run. He was coming off of
Yeah, he
2
was
years late.
he was fine, but now like I don't know. I don't
He's
think that's
kind of his.
useful. I don't think
Yeah.
that's useful for. But I mean,
What has he done?
if they agree on the 1 year term, I guess it's fine because it's just like a salary dump for Phoenix. You get him for 1 year and then his salary's done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I guess it could just be a salary dump. Like it's fine. But let's just continue with San Antonio.
No. And it's not even because like I hate Kevin Durant and Victor Wembanyama is one of my favorite players. It's because it doesn't really make sense for where the Spurs I think are heading.
I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up my second round pick for starters.
Mhm.
I promise you, I'm not giving.
Hell
up.
no, I'm not getting. Yeah.
I'm not giving up Stephon Castle. I think Vassell is a good player.
Mhm.
He has a lot of potential. He's a nice scorer.
Mhm.
You know, Keldon Johnson, I'm not a big fan of, but like I feel again, Kevin Durant is not the solution. So why would you do that? It's not like you don't have a superstar in the making. OKC had a superstar in the making. They knew it. Houston is a little bit on the edge because I don't know if Sengun or Jalen Green can be a superstar in the making, which makes it a little bit more complicated. But Spurs by far have a superstar in the making in Wemby. So why would you jeopardize that? It makes no sense to me.
I also think it's a beautiful thing that like building off the point like that the NBA it's always evolving and it's kind of moving off of the traditional superstar
Absolutely.
super team structure, you know?
It does not
Like,
work anymore. I
it
promise you.
doesn't
Look
it
at the
doesn't
two teams. Look at the two teams in the finals right now.
like they're not
They just have a great 10-man deep lineup. That's just what works.
They didn't grab LeBron James, James Harden, Kyrie off of free agency and put them on the team and see if works or like trade half their team for a singular player and most of the future,
and they have all their picks. I'll start off with this one. I guess if my job is on the line and I have to trade for Kevin Durant, I guess I'd do probably Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Harrison Barnes, maybe.
I think that's literally okay. I'm building it around Keldon Johnson and Devin Vassell. I'm not
What are
even.
you giving up?
I'm not. I'm not giving up Stephon Castle or my second round.
That's what I'm saying. So you have to give up. It feels like you have to. I mean, Sohan maybe,
Like,
but again,
I'll give up Sohan. I will give up Sohan in a beat. You want Sohan? You want Chris Paul? You want Chris Paul back? He has got to the finals last time. Why not?
Run it back.
Run it back.
I mean, I think it only makes sense. You have to give up Vassell and Keldon Johnson, and then whoever else to match that. You have to, because if you're not, you can't give up Castle. You're not giving up Darren Fox. You just traded for him.
You're shooting yourself in the foot, bro. Like it's this is like literally
it's
like
a lose-lose. It's really a lose-lose.
Like how willing are you to just lose?
This is what teams don't understand. You know, people and teams don't understand. I don't know why they don't understand it. It makes kind of a logical sense. Get in Kevin Durant for 1 year. How much does that help you, especially in the West?
Mm-hmm.
You have 10, 11, 12 teams possibly that are going to be competitive next year.
Right on my coupe, that bitch shit move. It's always red bottles of feet. What can I do? I'm looking at the body like, ooh.
Okay, so Minnesota.
Okay. I said maybe. I said maybe,
so
and I'll explain this why. All right. Okay. Boom. I'm Minnesota, right? I'm the GM to the Timberwolves, right? I have a young superstar in Ant. He's gonna become one of the faces of the league. He had a rough conference finals, but he's
2 years in a row now. But
the main thing is that he made the conference finals 2 years in a row, and I don't want to like panic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which might
isn't that panicking though?
Yeah, now I'm thinking about like it's kind of panicking.
Wouldn't going for a guy like Kevin Durant be panicking in the sense where it's like we don't think we have the culture to make it all the way.
They don't. They don't.
Yeah, but
they don't.
Yeah,
they have 5 people.
But Kevin Durant is not a culture.
And for free agency, they have 5 people on their team. Depending
true.
who you
That's
sign,
That's
like
true.
you're not. Yeah. You're gonna be. I'm in my personal opinion. You like, bro.
You hear them. You hear him out.
You hear him out. You see if you can get Ants and him like there, like and build around them. Because I know that the Suns lowered their asking price on Kevin Durant.
Yeah. I wonder why. Like, who? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Who wants to take a 1 year, $55 million contract on
for agent
and for agent, and you're not LeBron.
Like, and you're like self-centered, bro. Like
you've never brought in winning to a team. You've never proven that you could be the leader.
Last time you led was like 2012, 2020,
yeah.
To the finals, and that was the last respectable thing you did.
Oh my god, bro, is dick riding all you do? No, I'm saying you literally got that nigga dick in your mouth right now. I see it.
This is the one where you were like, you want to say, so I'll let you take the floor first on this.
Okay.
Mind you, you have 5 players on your team.
I know. Okay, so let's name the 5 players, right? It's Ant. It's
Rudy Gobert.
Jaden
McDaniels.
Yep.
Dante DiVincenzo.
Mm-hmm.
And Rob Dillingham. And then like you have like Jalen Clark, Terrence Shannon Jr., like guys who are not really great players.
I'm on the phone with the Suns GM right now. I'm okay. First things first, I'm saying, listen, take a young guy like Rob Dillingham off my hands. He didn't have the best year. We didn't fucking touch him.
Okay, but I'll cut you off for a second though. Don't you need Rob Dillingham to be your next point guard? Like Mike Conley's old. Who the hell is going to be the point guard? Aren't you trying to brace him to like? That's the whole reason why you go.
What else? What else am I going to give you? I'm not going to give Rudy Gobert. I don't think they're going to want him.
Hey, listen. I don't think they're going to want him. I know, but I mean, if you have a chance to re-sign Naz Reid, let me try to do a sign trade. Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo on a first-round pick, maybe. I mean, again, they don't even have picks because they traded all for Gobert. So it's like you're kind of stuck in the same position here. You don't really have too much. So I do sign trade Julius Randle. If that doesn't work, go to Naz Reid because he's younger. He has more potential. My back's on the line. I don't think it's a good idea. But who would you?
I mean, there's not a lot of players. We just named off the
I
players.
understand the Rob Dillingham, but it's like I feel like they're trying to prep him to be the next point guard alongside Anthony Edwards. Because Mike Conley's not going to play forever. He's playing one more year
I
at
know he's
most.
playing one. Yeah, I know.
That's most. That's
I
even if he
know.
doesn't decide to retire this year. So
But how much did they even play Rob?
they didn't play him a lot. But what I will say is, you had him in the back all the time.
Mm.
Mike Conley is a good vet. He's a good leader. He probably taught him a lot. So, like, I think, like,
What do you
he
think?
learned
Okay,
more
sorry
than
to cut you off, but like, what do you think that Timberwolves are right now? Like, what do you think they're trying to contend? No,
they better. They just made
they
two
try to contend.
back-to-back conference
So
finals.
if you think if I'm in the head of the Timberwolves, right? I'm like, yo, listen. As much as I know, um, as much as I know that this Rob Dillingham kid can be good or should be good or whatever, he's nowhere close to where you need him to be your starting point guard.
That's
And I know
true.
you're prepping him, and I know Mike Conley's leaving. You need somebody to fill that, like at least a veteran enough point guard.
But they have Dante now, I guess. So I can see why they might let go of Rob.
Oh, Lord. You know what I'm thinking?
So okay, what about Miami?
Okay. It doesn't make sense. You lost Jimmy.
What do you have?
You don't have it. If I'm Miami, if I'm that old bitch in the in the front office,
Pat Riley?
I hate that guy so much, bro. I hate him so much, bro. I can't stand him.
I would not do it from Miami, but it kind of makes sense with Pat Riley, like his reputation.
I know he's gonna trade
He wants
Hero.
he always wants
He
the
hates
biggest
Hero.
names.
He
He always
hates-
wants the biggest names. Yeah, he does. And he always wants the biggest names.
He despises Hero. Sorry. He does not like. I remember like last year when my Celtics won the championship and we played them in the first round. How he was talking about how because Jimmy was injured, right?
Mm-hmm.
And oh my God, yeah, so another fucking star injured for the Celtics on their path. That's what people say. Whatever.
True, but okay.
Whatever. Jimmy was injured and he was talking like crazy shit. Like crazy shit. Like he was like, "Oh, can't wait to get to Boston. You guys would be gone if you'd be done if all this shit, right?" Pat Riley cut that shit off immediately. He's like, "Yo, listen, you're not playing. Shut up." Basically, he just said that. Basically, right?
You said that to Hero?
Yeah. No, to Butler.
Okay.
To Hero after the series, he called Hero soft in front of the entire media crew. That's not something you say in
Crazy.
front of.
And you know what's crazy? A couple of years ago, when Hero said he wanted to start for the team, remember what Pat Riley said? He said that Hero wouldn't start for the team. You can't start for the team if you don't play defense.
Boston. I'm on the way.
Miami, this makes zero sense. Even if you do trade for Kevin Durant, do you think that getting Kevin Durant, trading what you're going to trade, we'll get into that, will make you contenders in the East? No, you're going to have to go and shop for a second star. Kevin Durant doesn't want to play by himself. He's proven that. He wants to play with his friends. He wants to play with other stars. So you have to give up basically everything you have for two guys. And what makes that so different than Brooklyn? What makes that so different than Phoenix?
They're gonna want Kyle away. I think they're even gonna want Davion Mitchell.
They're gonna want Davion Mitchell.
Oh my God,
they're gonna want Tyler Hero, probably.
Jaime Jaquez Jr.
Like they're gonna want these young type of guys. Bam, maybe Bam's name might be thrown.
Nikola
Probably.
Jovic.
Yeah, so it's like
slow mo.
if I'm no one wants him. I promise you.
No slow mo.
No slow mo. If I'm the GM and my career and lifeline depends on it, like if I give up Tyler Hero, what does that do for Phoenix? I might give up Jaime Jaquez or Nikola Jovic. I'm fine with that. I'm not fine with giving up Khalil Ware. I'm really not, because like we just look at the tradition of Miami Heat culture centers, right? You had guys like Alonzo Mourning, Shaquille O'Neal.
Yep.
Then you moved into the newer era of centers. You got Chris Bosh. That was huge. Hassan Whiteside. He played amazing for him. And then while Hassan Whiteside was cooking, he had Bam Adebayo in a Khalil Ware type of spot, growing, becoming fit to be that starting center. So when Bam's time is done, or they want to move on from Bam, Khalil Ware's time will be. He started this year, like he started at power forward. So it's like because of Jimmy leaving. So it's like I don't know why I wouldn't give him up, but I know Phoenix wants that. Like if you're Phoenix, it's like you want Khalil Ware on your team.
And like
He was
that
a
one
rookie last
SpongeBob
year,
thing where it's like, I need it, bro.
So I guess I'd be comfortable with Andrew Wiggins, Hawkes, Jovic, maybe a first round pick. But if I'm Phoenix,
I'm not
doing
comfortable
that.
with Yo. Yeah.
If I'm Phoenix, I'm not. I don't think that benefits Phoenix. Actually, maybe it does. The last team, New York. Screw Kevin Durant for a second. The Knicks are so desperate that they've asked to talk to 3 separate coaches that are already coaching another team. They requested permission and were firmly denied.
Firmly.
Not even like we'll think about it. Yeah, no.
Hell no.
No. Okay, you're not like. And you know what?
Why was Jason Kidd a person that they looked?
Jason Kidd, Ime Udoka,
oh my God.
and you know what? Actually, you know what's even crazier that those two, Quinn Snyder.
Yeah.
On Atlanta Hawks, they couldn't even get a meeting with Quinn Snyder from the Atlanta Hawks.
That's bad.
I kind of understand because like this was their year. If any year was your year, this was your year. You had to capitalize off of it.
You beat the Raiders.
No, you had no injuries. You have no excuses. You just lost. So. I mean, maybe I'd go, but here's the problem. What are you giving up to get Kevin Durant?
Cat. They already hate Cat.
Okay, but you just like this is the problem.
You just acquired him, I know.
You just acquired him, gave up a really crucial piece to your team. Julius Randle wasn't that crucial, so I don't really care about him. He was not crucial. But Donte DiVincenzo was crucial because of his relationships with some of the guys on there. Like
chemistry was on 10,
right? And they just got Mikal Bridges. You thought, oh my God, Villanova squad is going to be tough. The squad is back
for a game or two.
And then just traded, right?
Yeah.
So you did all that to get Cat. And then if you give up Cat for KD, like what are you trading off? They both kind of do the same thing.
Yeah.
Do they not?
They just score and they don't play
defense.
Yeah.
Like one's a center, one's a little bit stronger than the other one. And one's more, and the other one's clutcher. Yeah, that's true too.
After all that, they took him off the court to put him even closer to the locker room. So I was like, all right.
Of course, it's not going to work well. Nick, is the man retarded?
Shouldn't use that word, but sure.
Developmentally disabled.
Sure. And last team on the list, the desperate. The desperate housewives of New York.
Yeah. God, there were death threats sent to the mayor, right? The mayor, Tom Thibodeau, Jalen Brunson.
Salary-wise, people are saying Cat, but I feel like, is there a way you can get KD without Cat?
Josh Hart? I don't know.
Maybe even not Josh Hart. What about OG?
Okay.
Mikal Bridges reunion.
I would never do that. I would never do.
Not even those two?
I would never do. I just realized
OG.
I would never give up OG for Kevin Durant in 2025 on the day we are. Like I would never. I would never. And that's not even like bro. Yes, Kevin Durant face value. Yes, he's one of the greatest scorers of our generation.
Yeah, but way past. Like even though he's averaged 27. Like that's 27 on Phoenix.
Bro.
Like what are we doing, right? Like
Daddy does so many things. He plays defense.
I know. He's a good 3-and-D guy. He's a good scorer. Like he's underrated scorer.
He's what the next.
But I mean, it didn't work. Like I could see a talent. Like I think going for Kevin Durant while keeping Towns is much better than going for KD and getting rid of Towns. I think that makes absolutely no sense, right? I think if you try to do everything you can to keep KD in Towns.
But who though?
I'm throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'd be fine giving him Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, give him up again.
Because you're getting a better Mikal Bridges.
Yes, Brunson is the key of your team. He played great. He's not the issue, obviously. Mm. Towns is a liability, but again. People who were complaining about Towns' defense, like, did you not watch him play in Minnesota?
I don't think anybody watched a Minnesota game willingly.
Just because he's in the Big Apple now, and we got freaking Timothy Chalamet and Kylie Jenner in the crowds, and Spike Lee. Oh my God, he's gonna lock in and play defense. No, this is the same guy that was in Minnesota. He's the same player. He did the exact same thing. They did a good job trading away Julius Randle because he's even bigger of a playoff choker.
Let it ride.
Again, he proved it mattered the most in the conference finals this year.
Yep.
So
we were glazing him. We were glazing him at one point.
I hate him. So I mean, I'll say that. Okay. I don't get it. I don't get why any of these teams want Kevin Durant. To be honest, I will give up Mikal Bridges. I will give up Karl Anthony Towns. I will give up Deuce McBride and a pick. Perfect. There you go.
Mikal Bridges.
There we go. Yeah, I do it. I do it. I do it.
That's
not bad. That's not bad. If I'm New York, I don't want Kevin Durant. I don't know why any of these teams want Kevin Durant. I don't know why we're acting like he's 30 years old all over again. But I mean, listen, if you have to do it, go ahead. Just ruin your franchise more. I don't care. They're none of my Lakers are not on there, so I don't really care. I don't care. Your Celtics are on there. You shouldn't care. Let these teams ride.
I hope not.
If I had the choice, I'm sending him to Washington.
Yeah, and let him ride.
Let him ride.
Let him pay for what he's done.
Let him ride for all the bad that he's caused to other franchises. I'm sending him to Washington. But listen, y'all let us know what you think about the Kevin Durant trade rumors. Where you think he ends up. What you think you trade for him. And if you're any one of those teams, God help you.
Listen, wherever he goes to, I'm just praying for that team, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you.
I'll keep you guys in prayers. Don't worry.
And don't be no Anthony Edwards. Keep it strapped. Keep it wrapped. We'll catch y'all.
Keep it strapped is more like John Morant, but yeah.
Okay.
Peace out.
One time.
Also, another issue. If I'm Toronto, am I really gonna get rid of Dick?
I don't get rid of Dick at all.
I don't want to get rid of Dick.
I need Dick.
I wouldn't go that far, but
Brady? You wouldn't go.
You heard it here first, guys. Skayzzz, you heard what he said.
I need.
Right. I think that makes sense. I think no, not we.
Fish and shrimp. Let these niggas know.